Wow, that actually may have worked. That is 100% crazy. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Friday. This is the point where I sort of look over to my newly built computer and wonder if it's actually going to explode on me or not, or survive the game. I suppose we will see which one it is by the end of it. Okay. How is everybody? Hopefully everybody's had a great week after the win on Tuesday, right? Last Saturday, not so great for us. Tuesday, fantastic, and I hope you've been having a great week on the back of that win. But here we are till Friday, ushering in a very nice weekend. Chris Hand, welcome in. I understand it's probably going to be a bit of a slower game, so we'll try to work our way through that. The line is 34 and a half. Which is kind of nuts. Uh, Welcome in, Orlando Duke is here to best the Bison. Yes, they're 1-3. I expressly expect us to not lose this game at all in any stretch of the imagination. Although I will say one interesting comment. Hold on, I gotta get the commentators like out of my headphones because I don't have like actual speakers here. Okay, so yeah, so Shire was saying on Tuesday, I guess it was on Tuesday, he got interviewed by the media, that he says he thinks he's sort of found the lineup. Or I think what he basically said something to the effect of like the guys that we've played are the guys that are gonna play, or that you've seen us play. Now, I have not had a chance. I have been running around all day, and I have not had a chance to check the Duke Twitter. I do not actually know who the starting lineup is. I would not be surprised, however, if Caleb Foster is starting tonight. One of the disappointing things I think with John Shire's post-game comments, though, is that like over the next three games are the cupcake games, right? They're like before until we get back into Arkansas, these games are like okay, like whatever. We expect to win these games, handily. And okay, Caleb Foster is not starting. It will be Jared McCain. But if I would not have been surprised if Caleb Foster did start. I would like personally for these over the next few games to see a bit more minutes for Sean Stewart, to see even some TJ Power, maybe some Christian Reeves in there, for the folks that are a little bit deeper on the bench, because like why not, right? Like you were probably going to be up like 20 by the time the halftime hits, and then like that'll be it. This is Filipowski's first three, no good. I mean, again, Caleb Foster coming off just a sensational game. Bit of the, Caleb Foster has arrived party on Tuesday night. D-Rock, yo, what is up, D-Rock? You're pumped about this season? Thank you for joining us. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Bucknell is on to a quick 2-0 lead, but there is a quick foul there by Noah Williamson from the Bison. I thought the Bison was a rather, some people like, there are some teams that are called Buffaloes, but I'm not actually sure what the technical difference between a Buffalo and a Bison is. I suppose we could look this up at the break, but I suspect they are very similar. Although, when we visited Yellowstone, I think we always called them Bison. But anyway, well, McCain gets off to an early start there. That's a 3 for him. I actually think I came into the season off the exhibition super high on McCain. I was like, this kid is ready to play. He's like, he looks great. He looks fearless. Just absolutely fantastic. Deserves a starting spot. It hasn't played the best, to be totally fair, in the first like 3 games. So it's a beautiful feed by Filipowski to Mitchell. That interior passing, absolutely beautiful. But he does hit the 3-point shot there. Again, these next 3 games against inferior competition, great opportunity for McCain to build some confidence for someone who hasn't been playing as well. And I see some shots go in, and this is going to be an easy one for Filipowski, and nobody even pursues him as the turnover into the touchdown for Kyle. If you want the lineup, 365 score has it. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I'm not sure, like, I would have probably done a slightly different lineup, but I just want to see like more guys play because I think our team is finally good enough and deep enough where like you could probably play the second unit in this game and you would still win the game, right? Like this Duke is like one of the deepest teams in the country, like this season. We just haven't played like it at times. And the Arizona game was a bit different, but like I think you could play the second team and you'd just like still win. So that's all. That's all I was getting at. It would be kind of funny to have the starters come in as the second unit one game, though. Oh, beautiful shot by McCain. He's got 5 in the early going here. Bucknell, however, hanging in there at least early. 5 points for them so far. They've been playing well. Nicholas, welcome in. Hello, hello. Good evening. I'm actually on the East Coast. This is a very early game, even by East Coast standards. It's like 6 o'clock tip, and they actually tipped right at 6 o'clock. I was like running. I had a good. Keon will appreciate this. I went to the gym. I did my shoulder workout. This was at like 3. This was like 3:30. I hustled to the gym. I ran to and from the gym so that I could get my cardio in more efficiently. So I didn't. I decided not to drive. Darren just decided to run back and forth. So that was like 15 minutes each way. Not bad, but it was hot out. And then I managed to take the dog out. And I made him run around with me, so I got some extra cardio in there too. Yep. I've seen 3 different apps use 3 different Bucknell logos. Yeah, well, actually, the one that currently ESPN is using the head of a bison with just the B. I think you can go either way on this one. Or apparently you could go 3 ways on this one. Have your pick. Unlike, for Duke, there is only one. There's only one way to do it, though. That's an offensive rebound for Bucknell with Filipowski. Couldn't quite ring in, and he will get a beautiful block. And that block was on Moda. Nicely done by Kyle. Good recovery, actually. Bison just kind of hanging around 9-6 here as we're at the 16-minute mark. Mitchell, we're going to go with an ISO actually to the right with Mitchell. He's just going to power his guy. He's going to get his own rebound, and he will actually end up getting fouled. And that'll be a foul on number 24, Jack Forrest. That'll be the first on him. One of the customers at my job that I bagged for gave me 2 Duke basketball tickets at Cameron Indoor Stadium. Nicholas, you're a lucky man. Congratulations. What game are you going? Congratulations, by the way. Shane Buchanan finally able to get in here. Entering my junior year with the family. Nice. With a Let's Go Duke. Love it. Love it. Welcome back, by the way. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. There's 2 ways for Duke. One with and without the. Well, I mean, to be fair, I've also seen. Where is my Duke? Where is my Duke pullover? Hold on. I think it's in the. I don't know. I can't find it right now. The Duke. The sweatshirt, the quarter zip I have actually has the Duke D with a basketball hoop in it. So actually, I guess there is a third variation, although I'm not exactly sure that's like an officially supported variation. But I have seen it from time to time, even on some of the basketball team gear, where they just have like the basketball hoop with the basketball going in it on the inside the D. Skylark, welcome in as well. Wow, we have everybody here for for a very casual for a very casual Friday afternoon game that may or may not be an absolute blowout. Everybody has showed up to hang out. That's fantastic. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's oh, by the way, a quick shout out. So the women's field hockey unsuccessful in the semifinals today. Unfortunately, actually, they dropped 2-1 to Northwestern, but congratulations to them for making it at least into the NCAA semifinals. That's the Final Four for those of us that are counting. That's the Final Four of field hockey, so still a very successful season, but unfortunately coming up just short. But shout out to the girls, the Duke girls, for that one. So That's me at my quick runaround on Duke sports. And apparently tomorrow, Duke football playing Virginia. Although I guess no Leonard Riley. So yeah, I guess too many injuries for Leonard. I didn't actually realize that Bucknell had played Duke. I did not have an opportunity to go like real deep on my research, but it was a bit of a blowout apparently way back in the day. So it was Ruat Buke. Buke? Buke. Yeah, I think so. He's currently got 5. No, wait. Bijek. Bijek. I completely scuffed that name. Holy moly. Bijek. All right, the program was completely wrong, or I completely mistyped it. Bijek. All right. I gotta get the pronunciation kit out for that one. Duke are playing Western Michigan in soccer. Duke women lost to Davidson somehow. Ooh. Do you think that the ACC being so top heavy affects the overall strength of the league? It seems like the overall league has been down. The overall league has felt like if it's been down. Funny enough, though, as Mark Mitchell hits both at the free throw line, Mitchell has been very good at the free throw line this year. Recall that in the game against Michigan State, Arizona, he went essentially perfect from the free throw line. It was a stretch where he was like 6 of 6, or he had 8 points, but 6 of them were free throws. So that's a great sign for us. If you recall, like I don't know why, but everybody seems to think that the ACC has had down years, and then we get into the NCAA tournament, and you get into like the final like 16 or like the final 8, and like there's like 3 ACC teams in there. Like remember, was it last year? I think Miami went the farthest. Miami, right, of all teams, I think went Elite 8, if I'm not mistaken, before falling to UConn, San Diego. Great rebound by Blake's. I mean, we were in the Sweet 16. Yeah, like I think the death of the ACC is highly overblown. Uh, but like even so, like this year, I don't. If you're saying it's like top heavy, it's like top heavy. Why? Because like we started the season with 3 teams ranked in the top 25: Duke, Carolina, and Miami. I'm pretty sure. Nice dish to Sean Stewart. I mean, I think probably let's one of the ways to see is like let's see what happens during the ACC SEC challenge, right? That's the whole like we play Arkansas kind of thing. I mean, if the ACC really is top heavy and the other conferences are much better, then you know, does the ACC only win 3 games between us, Carolina, uh, and Miami? Which, by the way, the game against Arkansas is not a gimme. It's a very tough game, right? Um, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, as soon as we get into conference, though, no matter how up or down the league is, everybody's going to play Duke tough. Like, you better believe that the game against Virginia is still going to be a tough, slow slog, right? Now, what it might do is it might have implications. That's a great dish by Caleb Foster to find Jalen Blakes, though. That's a wide open 3-pointer that does not go. However, it should be a foul on Jack Forrest, number 22. I mean, it might hurt in terms of the overall seeding because um, what ends up happening for your NCAA seeding is that you can't rack up a lot of quad one or like a quad one wins. Interestingly enough, Duke, however, has kind of taken it into its own hands to schedule a very difficult out of conference, right? We scheduled the home and home against Arizona. Unfortunately, we did not win it, but that's okay. It doesn't really hurt you because they're a top team. We had the one against Michigan State. We won that one, so that's going to go into our quality win column, assuming Michigan State doesn't just like completely fall over, which could happen, I guess. Oh, shot, and it's foul Filipowski on the little putback after the Sean Stewart miss. We have Arkansas, which is a big one, and then of course we scheduled the Baylor game. So we have 4 opportunities to do really good stuff in the non-conference, and then you just have to win in your conference. Of course, if we win the ACC tournament, it doesn't really matter anyway. Oh, that's a goaltend. That's a goaltend. No? No? Not? He didn't hit that on the rim? Hello? Okay. Wow. I should get the blind ref chant going, or we'll have to just rewind that. Maybe I was way off. Like, anyway, the three-pointer for Bucknell is like way off, and the rebound of Filipowski. Filipowski has yet to have a double-double, by the way. Last year, led all NCAA freshmen in double-doubles, has yet to have one this season. We're overdue for a Kyle Filipowski double-double. It's going to happen tonight. It's 100% it happens tonight. If you had to make a schedule, who would be your non-conference games? I think they did a very good job with their out-of-conference schedule. You know what? The one I would love to get back actually would be Gonzaga, because I still like. I still think we have some sort of, well, we don't really have any unfinished business anymore, because I suppose we did beat them in the tournament after they had that whole like RJ. Oh no, wait. We never got to face them because Arkansas beat them. Yeah, I'd love to see us play. I'd love to see us play Gonzaga. I don't think Gonzaga would do it because they seem allergic to playing sort of big games early. But you have to like force them into one of those preseason tournament kind of things in order for them to get to play anybody at quality. But Gonzaga and MSG. Or what is this? Our Hawk? Or Hawaii Gym. Yeah. So Gonzaga is playing, I think, in the Maui Invitational, which I think they're holding in Honolulu or one of the other islands. But I guess Kansas is going to one of the teams from the Champions Classic is going to be there. I thought it was Kansas, but you want to play Temple and Georgetown again? Nice. 19-9. We've been having a great conversation here on the side, and I have been missing plays, but that's okay because Duke is just kind of in cruise control at the moment as Bucknell continues to just turn the ball over. That is John Shire is irate actually on the sideline. He is chewing out one of the refs. He's asking for a foul for Mark on behalf of Mark Mitchell. He is. That is a foul. Mark Mitchell got hit in the face. I mean, yeah, it is a technical foul. Is this the first tech that Shire has taken? Chat, can you guys think of a time where Shire took a tech last year? Did it happen? Is this John Shire's first technical foul since he took over coaching? I think it was just last game where we were talking about how like even keeled John, like people were like, I've never seen John Shire yell or get mad on the sideline. Well, there you have it. It just happened. Yeah, somehow no, 19. They gave it back to us. I don't know how we would lose a point. That's just weird. I would like to see us play Army, Navy, or Air Force, a special Memorial Day game. That's an interesting. So, well, actually, remember that we have played Army. A couple years ago, we played Army. We played Army at Duke, and they brought out the gray and gold. They had gray and gold special uniforms that looked fantastic. I mean, those were some. That was, I think, might have been Coach K's final season, right? Fantastic looking uniforms for that game. So yeah, we have actually played Army. That one makes a lot of sense. Ooh, it's a 3-pointer there by Bucknell. Looks we haven't had a whistle at under 12, although I thought the tech came under 12. We'll catch up with the scores. A beautiful turnaround jump shot by Mitchell. It doesn't quite go, and they're going to get Ryan Young with a foul. Oddly enough, Ryan Young, what do you think? He had a plus 22 on the floor the other day at MSG. for how poorly Ryan Young played against Arizona, and he was criticized a lot for it, rightfully so. I mean, we don't mince words here. Like, it was not a good performance against Arizona. He bounced back in a big way against Michigan State. You give credit where credit is due. He was fantastic against Michigan State. He had great minutes. He contributed. He contributed 7 points. And a lot of times we talk about Ryan Young. You say you really wanted to see this guy come in, get good minutes, 8 games for you, like 8 points in any given game. He did exactly that. He was rebounding. It was fantastic. He is absolved. He did a fantastic job in the Michigan State game. Yeah. Can we get an ACC league update? Yes, we will. We can definitely go around the league. Um, John is working. Have you heard anything on the Harper Edgecombe commits? Hold on. I thought I recall seeing something about Harper. Wait a sec. I could have sworn I saw something about Harper. Let me see. No. Sorry, I was Isaiah Evans. No. Sorry, I got it mistaken. I was thinking of Darren Harris, who apparently just got the Peach Jam MVP. No, so okay. No, I haven't seen anything on the other ones. Isaiah Evans, Cooper Flag, which we knew, and we've talked about that one. Cooper, Harris, yeah. Harper's probably gonna go to Rutgers because his brother played there. Yeah. So I've only seen the four commits. Flag, Harris, Isaiah Evans, and there's Con Nupel. I think is how you pronounce his name. Nupel. Yeah. Okay, I'm like way behind on the points here. And it's actually like a decently close game. So what? 1 point for Moda, 8. 7 for Forrest. Okay, that gives Bucknell 16. Duke is actually McCain's. Oh, Jared McCain only has 3? I could have sworn he has another one. Okay, Roach, Proctor. Oh, Reeves is in street clothes. Sprained ankle. All right, well, the infamous Duke walking boot. And yes, actually, the Bucknell one that they're showing now, number 5, I've got him crossed out. Well, it was crossed out. It'll be crossed out here in a second. Strike through. There it is. Injured starter. Would have been a starter for Bucknell, injured. So we'll throw the cross out there on his name. All right. So 5-point game, 11 minutes to go. Duke walking boot scare us. I mean, it is like the Duke walking boot is infamous, man. Like ever since Kyrie Irving, I kid you not, ever since Kyrie Irving, and then we had like Ryan Kelly at one point, right? Wore a walking boot. Then of course we had who else? Infamously, we had Zion in walking boot for a while. That one is no good. Bucknell continues to shoot well from 3, by the way. That's Jack Forrest, and now with a 3 there, he's into double figures. The first player in double figures. He's got 10. Yeah, man, Duke walking boots, not good. No bueno. I thought Foster may have stepped out on the baseline there. Bucknell collapsing the defense. Great find by Mark Mitchell to Tyrese Proctor on the outside. That was this Tyrese Proctor going with a bit of a headband look tonight, actually. It's a little different. Great assist by Mark Mitchell, though. We saw Filipowski passing out at double teams all night against Michigan State, passing into open 3-point shooters. And that was an example of Mark Mitchell doing it. Very heads-up play. Duke's actually done very well managing double teams, and especially like on the bigs this year. That's a weak side rebound to Caleb Foster. Apparently, Kayla Foster's 7 of 8, 87.5%. It's an easy lane for Mitchell, who now has 10. 87.5% shooting percentage. Highest shooting percentage by a player with at least 15 points in a Champions Classic by Duke. Not even Zion Williamson or RJ Barrett did that. Very, very nice game. And the one shot that he did miss was an open three that just didn't happen to go in, but by all accounts, he probably should have made it. So it's a nice shot here by Mitchell. 13 for him, and he's kind of blown it open here. Duke by 10 after Bucknell got it to within 5. It's a timeout for Bucknell here to stem the momentum, and we may have just broke the game open. So it got interesting there for a second. Let's go back to chat. It goes back to Boozer Nelson. Remember what happened to Matt Jones? That was a nasty fall. Oh yeah, okay. So we're still going way back, way back. There's been some more recent walking boots though. I feel like I sort of get nervous just thinking about it. It seems the Duke walking boot curses our biggest players, and something has always happened to them in the NBA. Irving was the toe. Zion injury plus Redick kicked out of ESPN. Huh. Wait, did Redick actually get kicked out of ESPN? What's the story there? Because he was like, I thought he signed like a big contract. But like I haven't seen him at all. So I assume he's like no longer doing that stuff. But he was like going around telling everybody what's up, man. He was actually doing research. He was one of the best he was spewing truths. All right, Bucknell the inbound here as they find themselves now down 10. Probably going to be a lighter student section, by the way, for those of us that pay attention to such things as the students get ready to go home for Thanksgiving. Typically, so the student calendar students will go home for Thanksgiving. They'll come back. You have 1 week. Then you go into finals. When you're going to go to reading period, and then you go into finals. So usually the week right before Thanksgiving, there's probably usually a big assignment or something due, and then going into finals. Oh, has his own channel on YouTube, yeah. The current former NBA players' YouTube podcasts are better than SportsCenter. Interesting. So he's got his own channel. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Jack Forrest has been making a living at the free throw line. He's got 12 so far tonight. He did make 1 3, but that at least pulls Bucknell back to within 8. Proctor's upset because he got hit with a cheap foul. Here's a TJ Power into the game now. So, okay, so this is what I did want to see, right? So we got some minutes for Sean Stewart. Now we got some TJ Power minutes. Here's the double team there on Filipowski. Great pass outside to Roach. Great extra pass to Power, who just comes up a little short on that 3, but it was a great shot. And then inside between Bakes and Filipowski there for the finish, and Flip's got 6. So again, being able to effectively pass out of double teams and then taking the extra pass there sets up an open shooter. It just doesn't quite fall for us. Oof, Forrest again. Wow, this kid. Okay. All right, we have an alert for hot shooter on the other team. Okay, Jack Forrest currently with 15 points. Remember, this is typically how it goes. Teams come into Duke and one of the players just goes completely off. Jack Forrest with currently, that's a foul. That's a foul in 22. Jack Forrest currently with 15. He could go for 30 tonight. Somebody's just gonna have a night right now. Best ones are Redick, Jeff Teague, and Theo Pinson. Theo Pinson, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if AJ Redick is more successful, and he makes more money, as much or more money on it doing his own thing than he would have at ESPN. He's probably also way happier because he doesn't have to answer to anybody or watch what he says, because I can imagine all that stuff gets very political, what you can or cannot say. So I don't know. All right, so Roach, there's just a couple fouls. Oh, Proctor ends up having 2 fouls. That's probably why he was so upset, because he was like, ah, damn, that's my second. It's got 4 fouls on 1-1-1. There we go. All right, 4 fouls on the Bison. Okay, chat, do we like light mode or dark mode for the... What? That... Nope, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. How do I do dark mode in Firefox? What? There, enable. Aha. Okay. No, it still didn't work. Actually, I think I had like an extension or something that did dark mode. Hmm. Shai learned a lot from Coach K, so I'm not really surprised he hasn't used the bench as much. That's the unfortunate part, right? Like, but Coach K did use the bench, and then he got into ACC season and like reduced his like rotation to 7 dudes, and we were always like, okay, come on. Ugh. Yeah, this is the one I wanted. How do I use it? Ah, there it is. No, that's really weird. Ah, okay. Do we like the dark or do we like the light? Personally, I'm a dark mode kind of guy. I have to like set it. Actually, I did that and it broke. Oh, there it is. Okay. It turns out it breaks the video player. Okay, that's not going to look. That's not going to look good. I'll have to find a different extension. It completely broke my video player. It's like created some bizarre overlay and I couldn't see anything. We'll try to fix that one for the next go around, where it doesn't like also break the the game that I'm watching. So Josh Basco here with the ball for Bucknell. Hasn't scored today. Looking for opportunity here. Really, the big scorer is Jack Forrest, number 24 for the Bison. It's got 2 seconds to shoot, and that shot is short, but the rebound to Bucknell. And Forrest again. That one's long. Nice rebound by McCain. Oh, dribbles it off his own foot. Well, dark mode hack is turn off the light. So I'm able to have like all the Firefox controlled themes in dark mode, but the website itself is not in dark mode. Unless ESPN has unless the website has its own. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, we won't fuss about it. It's also dark outside. We should maybe we could just do the stream outside and call it dark mode because it's nighttime. 6 seconds for Bucknell again here on the second straight possession. They've gone super deep into the shot clock, and they're definitely not going to be able to get this off. That's a shot clock violation. Nicely done. No, the extension isn't denying code. The extension is doing too much. The extension is blacking out everything. It's like the video player is like it has to be its own element, and it's just like threw like a black thing on top of the whole element, and you were like, that's not right. At least we only have 2 turnovers tonight. That is much better. This Proctor's going to go long for 3, and Ryan Young trying to get the rebound but cannot. It's going to be out on Duke. Man, that first half of the Michigan State game was such a mess with all the turnovers and everything. Cleaned that up so far tonight. Actually, both teams doing pretty good. Duke with 2 turnovers, Bucknell with 4. So that's, basically 3/4 of the way through the first half. That is not bad. Roach back into the game now. He's been relatively quiet, only 2 points so far tonight. As Ryan Young playing Bosco real hard here. Oh, sorry, Williamson real hard, and Williamson will end up scoring on him. After he tried to go for a steal, but came up empty. So Bucknell staying within arm's reach here, only down 7. As Roach tries to go for 3, but we have a whistle. We have an offensive foul against Mark Mitchell. The 3 would have been good. For what? For setting a screen? What? Why? McCain playing really good defense here on Bosco. Bosco trying to go right, swings it to Williamson. Williamson's got to send it back outside. And that 3-pointer there by Moda, no good, as Caleb Foster comes down with the rebound, and he's out in transition. We haven't really played a lot in transition this year. I don't know, even last year, transition, like, not our game. Ryan Young passing back out to Roach out of that double team, who has to look for Cephas, and then over to Mitchell. Mitchell going to just hoist for 3. The line drive shot, no good there, and the rebound to Bucknell. So still a 7-point game, as Duke has come up empty on these last 2 possessions. It's like making things slightly interesting. Oh, the pass too hot to handle. It was a good look there by Bosco, but like a more experienced team just slams that on your head. Like that was a gimme dunk. That should have been 2 points. Like we kind of overhelped on that one. Lost the cutter. And it would have ended poorly for us had that been a more quality opponent. 5 minutes here to go in the first. Filipowski looking for position down low, but good ball denial by Bucknell. We can't quite get it. Roach, kick outside to Proctor. Quick shot fake. And he decides to take the shot anyway, but it's long. Just waiting on McCain to explode for 25 plus. I mean, yeah, we have the Cephas 15. I still think there's going to be a game where you're right. Like there is this 25 plus point game. I don't know when it's. Of course, don't know when it's going to be, but could be one of those ACC games. Bucknell inbound underneath the basket. They're still looking for options here. And Roach comes up with the steal. Foster up to the steal. We're going to get the alternating possession. We're going to get the arrow. We're going to get the arrow. The arrow's going to give it to Duke. All right. Bison. Oklahoma State and Notre Dame, 3 minutes. Ooh, Notre Dame down. Okay, I'm assuming that's, yeah, that's got to be basketball. Mitchell did not decide to hoist that one, interestingly enough, and actually Filipowski gets hit. Ooh. Ooh. That is... Kyle looks like he got hit in the back of the leg. That is not good. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Something, an issue with his right leg. Hold on, let's rewind. Let's rewind. Because we can. All right, let's take a look. There was blood there, but it looked like it was in the wrong spot. Keep an eye on Flippy's over here. Oh, he just goes down. What? Oh boy, this is not good. Oh, what the hell? Let's see. Does anybody actually... There is no... Okay, there is no contact. Oh, he just like falls down and then... Oh, God. That is not good. On that slow on the slow motion replay, it does not look like he actually gets touched. He just like kind of plants and then goes down. I thought maybe like he was like bodying up against somebody and like somebody kind of like took his legs out from took his legs out from under him or like bumped him in the back of the in the back of the knee, and it kind of like just like folded him over for a second there. But he just, I mean, it doesn't even look like he twists an ankle, honestly. He just like falls over. Oof. Oh boy. Okay, it is an ankle. It's an ankle. Tape it. Tape it. Okay, it's not an ACL. We're good. It's an ankle. Yeah, we were just talking about the curse of the walking boots. Son of a gun. Tape it up. Tape it up at halftime. Get the cortisone. Tape it up. He'll be fine. Really unfortunate though, right? Like he had off-season hip surgery. He's like finally super healthy at 100%, saying he's playing with no pain, and then he comes up to like that crap, like, and he just like rolls a right ankle here. Could have been way worse. The could have been that could have been way worse. Like it could be a high ankle sprain because somebody could have pinned the ankle, but that looks. I'm gonna think very positively here. I think that could be okay. So some more minutes maybe for Stewart or Power, and that's going to be a 3-point shot from the corner there. As Bucknell brings this thing to within 4. And all of a sudden we got a game on our hands, chat. It's close as Proctor tries to dive in and Bucknell just packs it in there. Ryan Young swings it back outside to Proctor. A little 2-man game. And Tyrese has got 3 with the answer. Cortisone. Yeah. I think it's spelled with a C, but I don't really know. It's like I'm pretty sure it's just like a steroid to help it not swell up. But either that or to make it feel much better. Dull the pain, baby. Get him back out there. Actually, in all seriousness, you probably don't even need him. Sit him for the next 2 games too. That was almost a travel by Mitchell, and it won't go down. But Ryan Young with a big defensive rebound finds a wide open Jeremy Roach from the corner, and we've got back-to-back 3-pointers, and that's the lead back to 10. Great find by Ryan Young, who came up with a huge defensive board. I mean, Bucknell, off the back of the Filipowski injury, got it down to within 4, and now it's back to 10. Bosco swings it outside. The three-pointer's a little wild of a shot. Can't get the rebound on the weak side there. Trying to go back up with his Bucknell. They kick it back outside to Forrest. That's short, and Mitchell comes down with the board. I suppose I also cursed it too because I was convinced that Filipowski was going to get a double-double tonight. Clearly not going to happen. I said book it, bet on it. No, that would have been wrong. Cephas is long on that 3. Oh, it's in the Barclays Center, so they're playing that as a neutral court up in Brooklyn. Yeah, well, that's cool. Oh my goodness, this is a steal by Ryan Young. Can he actually run it coast to coast? Yes! The big man! He's got some wheels! We're probably going to talk about that on the next podcast. Young just dunked it. He also went coast to coast with it. It was an impressive play front to back, defensively and offensively. Forrest shot no good. Tyrese Proctor with the board, and Tyrese is out in transition. Go! Oh, he's going to get it to Foster. Now, yes, Mitchell, beautiful look by Cephas. That's the and one. Wow, we just kind of blasted Bucknell here in the last 2 minutes. Good God. Filipowski goes out. Bucknell hits a 3 to make it a 4-point game. And we've gone on a 10-0 run with 11th right now at the free throw line. Crazy. And Mark Mitchell continues to make a living off the free throw line and just hit just about everything. Smaller. There we go. 44-29. As we got 47. That's an offensive foul. Easy call, easy game. You know, for a season where offensive fouls are actually supposed to be very rare, we've done a decent job at taking a few of them. There's been very few of them where I was like, oh, that's not quite right. But timeout here for John Shire. We're going to draw something up. One of the things I remember Shire saying is sort of end of quarter situations. Like right now, if you go quick, you have a 2-for-1. You got is it 48, 30, 36? Never mind. I thought it was 48 seconds left. You got 36 seconds left in the first half. Okay, never mind. So you're basically just gonna hold for the final shot, and if you take it with 10 seconds left on the shot clock, if you miss, try to get a rebound, reset, kick it back out. But yeah, you don't want to give the opponent the final shot of the half here. Just lock it down. Just lock it down. I got my snacks here, chap. Although they're healthy post-gym snacks. We got some mozzarellas, because I'm a huge fan of cheese. I probably eat way too much cheese. And I got some carrots and hummus too. We're over-indexing on the protein. All right, there are 40 seconds left. You can sort of do a 2-for-1 if you go really fast. I don't know if they are going to do that though. If they're just going to let it roll here. Yeah, they're just going to let it roll. Okay. So you want to take this actually as close to 0 on the shot clock as you can do it. So between Foster, McCain, Roach, and Mitch here. So McCain now gets it from Cephas. Nice pass back to Cephas, and Cephas, ooh, for all the threes that he hit on Tuesday night, he's and Bucknell missed the dunk. What? Oh, Mitchell's 3 almost goes. Woo, baby. That is crazy. For all the threes that Caleb Foster hit on Tuesday, he banked. He's in debt. He's in debt for threes. He was he was on borrowed time for the threes there. Okay, 44-29. Game ends on a huge run by our Blue Devils here, 10 plus points to basically nothing. So let's hit it. Okay, we had a request to go around the league at the half, so we will do that. Let's check the scores. There we are. So, at least within the top 25, we got Duke. Michigan State actually back in action tonight, interestingly enough, playing Butler. They are, looks like this game is at Michigan State. I would laugh if they lost again. I would not be surprised, but I'd laugh. Keep an eye on this game tonight, chat. See if this game gets close to the towards the end here. Kentucky playing Stonehill. Yes, that is going to be that's going to be a thriller. The Wildcat Challenge. James Madison, Oral Roberts, A&M, Greensboro, Arkansas. Okay. UNC also in action tonight, actually coming up right after our game. Hope they lose. And let's see, Alabama, Valparaiso, Nova. Arizona back in action here. Miami, Georgetown. I think that was the game perhaps that chat was alluding to as one of the games that were in the league that had already finished. Number 12, Miami now slips up to 4-0 with a 79-67 win against Georgia, playing their Bahamas Championship. It's their preseason tournament. Interesting, one thing I did notice, I don't think Duke is doing a preseason tournament this year. Like the pre-conference tournament. I don't think we have one, which I thought was actually kind of weird. So yeah, there's no like coaches or like there's no Maui, there's no Bahamas, there's no Jimmy V Classic, like there's none of that. Yeah. At least not that I can tell. Then Houston over Utah there, 76-66. Utah putting up a pretty good fight actually. It's not bad. They played the second half even, but lost the first half by 9 points, so it wasn't very close. I mean, this Miami game didn't really seem very close at all. Then again, second half was much closer than the first here. 10-point advantage there, only 2-point difference in the second. Let's take a look at some of the at the Duke stats though for Jimmy V class. Yeah. Oh, you might be no, you're mistaking that with Dick Vitale. No. Jim Valvano. The Jimmy V is for Valvano from way back in the day. Vitale, I think, has been continued to fight cancer. I don't know if he's totally clean though. He's been in and out, unfortunately. It's just so sad. It's such a difficult. Anyway, let's look here at the summary. I want to go right to the assists actually, because I have a hunch that they're going to be good, but watch, I'm going to be proven wrong here in a second. I can't even find them. Where are the stupid assists? Oh, here it is. 11 for Duke. Okay. 11 assists on 17 field goals. Actually, not as good as I would have thought. Let's see. 11 of 17. 65%. All right, it's not bad. Not bad. I thought it was going to be much higher, though. I've seen a lot of really good ball movement tonight, and I figured there would be more assists than I had thought. But Duke shooting at a very decent clip here, 51.5%, and 35.7 from three. Actually, Bucknell is right there in the three. They've actually hit one more three than we have. They're 6 of 17, and I'm pretty sure all those threes are this Forrest kid. Yeah, he's 3 of 7. Actually, this kid too. Actually, also 3 of 7. Now we need to actually figure out how to pronounce it. Pronunciation guide, please. It doesn't tell us. Nice. All right, let's go down to the player card. Number 22. How does it not? Tell you, man, budget programs. Oh, page 40. All right. Timothy, welcome in. Good afternoon. Good evening, rather, actually. It would be afternoon if I was still on the West Coast. I am not. Okay. Ruit Bijek. 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 Bijik. 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 Yeah, Bijik. Okay. We'll take it. Dude, what's good, man? Bijik. Okay. We're good. So, what do we got on the rebounding side? 22 to 17. All right, we're doing good on the glass. Plus 8. And wow, Bucknell's only made 9 buckets. Free throw shooting is pretty much even. And turnovers look pretty good. Turnovers only 4 for Duke, 8 for Bucknell. Not really capitalizing, though. We only have 6 points off of 8 turnovers. You could have up to 16 points, give or take, on those. So not good. Not really good there. I haven't really been making... I guess one of the... It is kind of telling, though, that we don't have a lot of points off turnovers. Like, a lot of times we get a turnover, and even though it's a live ball turnover, we're not, like, pushing it in transition. We, like, push it to the 3-point line, and then we, like, stop and just, like, try to set up offense. It was very similar to the way we played last year, which I guess is not surprising considering that we have, like, 4 out of the 5 starters are back, and it's just, like, you know, the same team. But, like, it is infuriating. And then there was the one Carolina game where we actually played real transition, and it was amazing, right? Like, but I don't know. Yeah, we're all rooting for Flip here. I don't think we see him back in the game tonight. I don't think we need him back in the game tonight. I also don't think we see him on Tuesday, and we don't see him there. He gets all of Thanksgiving off, stuffs himself with turkey, gets the ankle right, is back for the Arkansas game. No need to put him in. It's just not worth it. Just keep him off. Just keep him out. I mean, he had 5 rebounds and 8 points. He was on track for that double-double, but I cursed it. He was on track. And let's get the pup cam tonight. Let's get a check on the little guy. Where is he? There he is. He is out like a light right now. Oh, there he is. Hi. I took him running with me. As it wasn't a dog walk in the afternoon. I took him to the dog park, and there weren't any other. He didn't have any friends there, so I had to take him out, and I had to get him running because the vet said he needs more exercise. And I'm like, vet, this dog is walking 2 hours a day. Yeah, he's getting a little big, but like, I don't know. Oh, Timothy saying he's a Steelers fan. Yeah, tough break for Burrow. I agree. Torn ligament in the wrist. Will be out for the rest of the season. The Cincinnati Bengals have had a injury to Jamar Chase. Well, Joe Burrow had the calf preseason, right? That held him out or limited him is early in the season. Jamar Chase down with injury. I'm pretty sure now, like the Bengals season is over. Didn't help at all. The AFC North is like one of the most competitive divisions in football right now between the Browns, the Ravens, and the Steelers. They're like all either in the playoffs or in the hunt, like one game out of the wild card, and it's that division is kind of crazy. Yeah. Yeah, my fantasy week got off to a not the best start. Even though I had Justin Tucker, the other guy had this guy for the Ravens that scored like 2 touchdowns, and I'm like, come on, man, like really? I'm like, it's like, come on. Okay, what else are we looking here at the stats? 3 assists for Foster. It's rather interesting stat line for Caleb Foster. He's 0 for 3 from the field. He's only taken 3-point shots, 0 of 3, unlike the other night, but actually has 3 assists, which is the same number of assists as Ryan Young, which is more than any of the other guards. So hilariously, the assists are not necessarily coming from the main ball handlers or the facilitators there. I'm curious, like McCain and Foster seem to be splitting minutes right now, both of them with 13 minutes. And we figured, based on what had happened the other night, maybe, Foster gets more playing time too. I think you're seeing it here with this even minute split. But I do kind of wonder if, it's not really letting either of the two of them kind of get in the groove of the game or be effective. On one hand, you kind of want to ride the hot hand. I would have just started Foster and made him the starter for the game if he really is the hot hand. But I don't know. Playing, just splitting both of them and Sean Stewart with 2 points. He's only had 3 minutes though, and TJ Power only has 1. More playing time going to come the way of these two, actually. Probably Sean Stewart first over TJ with the injury to Filipowski. Ryan Young only with 1 rebound so far, so nobody in double-double territory, but so far so good. I don't know if we're going to get to the 37.5 spread that was originally prognosticated, but should get ready to go here in a sec. I'm going to finish up a little more food. What's up, buddy? How you doing? What's up, bud? Oh, you're tired. He's probably tired and hungry. All right. All right, let's get ready to go over the second half here. Actually, let's just make sure all the stats are correct. Fouls, everything. 2 fouls on Proctor. Yes, okay. Duke's correct. 5. Mota with 1. Williamson with 2. 1, 2, 1. It was 7 for the Bison. 3 timeouts apiece. And let's make it happen. All right. All right. Any predictions here for the second half? So is Mark Mitchell, he's got 16, right? 16 to lead all scorers, obviously to lead Duke. Anyone think Mitchell goes for 25, or is somebody else going to come up here and go for 15? What are we thinking? Go for another 15, maybe 20 points here. Proctor's already got 8. Flip has 8, but obviously he's out, so you can't do that. You know, Roach is 5. Somebody else is going to have to step up and score here. Yeah, 11. All but one bucket from number 22 and number 24. Oh, Filipowski is in. Oh, we're good. Salvation. See, the dude's indestructible. He's a machine. Like I said, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Hit it with the cortisone shot. Good. It's like new. He'll be fine. Oh, and that's a good start there for Forrest. Easy lay-in there. He's got 17. As Bucknell still trails by 13, and Mitchell going to go for a early three-pointer as Filipowski tries to get the rebound, but is alone and cannot. We're good. Everybody, Duke Nation, sigh of relief. No walking boot in sight for Filipowski. There's the pup. Dog cam. Proctor for 3 from the outside. Tyrese with 11. It might be the Tyrese Proctor show tonight, actually. Maybe I'm just gonna move the camera over here so it'll just be just the dog from now on. It'll be like the dog is the one commentating. It totally makes sense. We can totally work with this. Duke commentary brought to you by Dog. Highly entertaining, highly fluffy, and highly good looking. Look at him. Look at him. 2 seconds on the shot clock here for the Bison, as Duke already forced basically 2 shot clock violations, although officially it may only be 1. And we completely missed it because ESPN's camera work was shoddy there. And they didn't cut back in time. Oh, there he goes. Roach for 3, and Roach drills that one. Duke 2 of 2 from beyond the arc here in the early going in the second half. Both Roach and Proctor, the guards, connecting from 3. Still think Flip should sit. Why chance it? Yeah, I get behind that too. I mean, you're up 17, right? Like, why? Like, why bother? Other than, like, there could be the one reason to do it would be to send him out and to, like, just from like a confidence standpoint, to try to, like, make sure that it's that he can play on it, because you don't really get a chance to test it. Like, you could test it in practice or something, but, like, if you want to be really sure that it's ready to go, or that it's like it's like a non-injury, it's like a psychological thing. Like, Flip comes out, he does well, he feels good, then he just doesn't have to worry about it. Versus, like, if you just sit him for the rest of the game, it's like, well, is it bad? Isn't it bad? I like, you don't really know. I'm not sure what they're looking at right now, honestly. Oh, they're just like, they assessed a foul on Flip. I don't know what they're doing, man. I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, I don't think anybody got called for a foul. Oh, Roach selling out for the steal. Almost comes up with it. Not quite, though, as Bucknell retains possession. And great block by Mark Mitchell. Ooh, McCain over to Proctor. Good extra pass to Mitchell. Mitchell going to drive hard, and it's off the glass. 18 for Mark. Yeah, Mitchell has looked really good tonight. Like, really, that's it. Wow, okay, almost traveled there by Bosco. Asiak going up, and will roll off the rim. This Mitchell, Tyrese didn't see it. I was like, Mitchell, where are you throwing it? That is a silly turnover, man. That is dumb. He like throws it, he like tries to throw it out in front of Proctor, but like Proctor doesn't even like just doesn't understand what's going on. Ugh, gross. Bosco, now there's the high ball screen and the roll. All right, great help defense actually by Mark Mitchell, and now it's a scrum on the ground as Bucknell has lost it and Proctor comes up with it. Oh, go up ahead to Roach. No, he's actually going to find McCain on the opposite side. Yes, Jared McCain. He had two options there. That was beautifully done in transition. See, this is why I don't understand why Duke doesn't play faster. Like, literally that play. Off of a live ball turnover, how many times... Look at this. Look at this. Let's just rewind this here because Bucknell's taking a timeout for a second. Rewind. All right. So, like, I don't... This just drives me absolutely crazy. There's the ball screen. The pick and roll. Great help defense there by Mark Mitchell and Filipowski. It's a scrum for the ball here, as we said. It just gets turned over to Proctor. Freeze it! It's a 3-on-3, effectively, right? You got McCain, Roach, Proctor. Great hustle here by everybody. And, like, how many times have we seen it and Proctor will just be like, stop at the three-point line, and we're just like, we'll just, like, set a defense here and, like, try to play, like, as a half-court game. No. This is what I want. He had two options. He had Roach up top or he had McCain. He could have picked either one. Either one's a wide open three. He just got to knock down the shot. Well done. Fantastic transition. That's how Duke should be playing. Just go, man. Right? Like, just go. Oh, what are you doing, bud? You looking? He's looking himself. Anyway, I thought that was just that is fantastic. That is the kind of play that you want to see, especially off the light ball turnovers. I think it's just a full media timeout here, as this Bucknell timeout just seems to, they went full with it. So Duke now firmly in control after we went to the half with what? 13-point advantage, now 22. Remember the line was like, what, 37 and a half? So McCain now with 6 after he's hit 2 3-pointers. Ooh, ball almost poked out there by Roach. Bosco has done basically nothing tonight, being guarded by both Roach and McCain at times. The two guards have done a fantastic job, and Duke just swarming defensively now as Filipowski's still looking good there. Looks highly mobile, and that's a shot from the outside. Ooh, they do get that one to go. So Williamson, I think, has 7. McCain to Mitchell, and Mitchell's going to try to go up strong. Yes, Mitchell with 20 tonight as he finishes up and over Bucknell. Flip with a strong hedge out, and then Bucknell's going to shoot for 3 again, and McCain there with a rebound. Weak side, gives it up ahead to Proctor. Proctor trying to go one-on-one here. No, gets it back outside of McCain. McCain trying to go left. Jump stop there, and short on the shot, but Filipowski goes up and will get fouled. Funny enough, he's hit a couple fall-away jump shots. He looked good on that play. And actually, we will take another timeout, I think. Yes, we will. All right. Let's see. So, what happened here? Or 4-4. Oh. Okay. There we go. Yeah. And somebody called a foul on Duke. Kyle did get a foul called on him. Okay. So Filipowski may actually get this double-double yet. He's got 6 rebounds right now. Hey, buddy. There you go. Can we pop close it? Nope. Oh. You're awake, bud. Finally. It's all right. There. All right. Where are you going? Oh, man. All right, Chad. So what are your weekend plans? We got quite a bit of time till the next game, right? It's still Tuesday against LaSalle, the Explorers. I think it's the Explorers. Anybody have good weekend plans going yet? Like we get to win this game, then we don't need to worry about anything. What do we got? Is this Filipowski going to be at the free throw line shooting 2? Let's see how that ankle looks when he's got to shoot some free throws here. Now that first one looked good. Flip with 9. And he gets that one too. So that's 10 for Flip. Nicely done in double digits. Well, I'm 6, so you have to isolate. Oh man, I feel like depending on where you live, like it's that time of the year where like it starts getting cold, and then like I know Skylar, you're still in school, right? So you're like exposed to a bunch of people like every day. Like even for like me, like at work, like I'm not exposed to that many people. Like 10, 15. Oh my God, fighting through a screen there. McCain's gonna get called for it. But yeah, in school, it's like hundreds probably. I can't imagine. McCain got called for that one, and Foster will check in, but McCain stays. Ah, it's Roach out. Okay. Yeah, they do not know how to cover their mouths when they cough. Yes, inconsiderate folk. So your lineup right now is Foster, McCain, Stewart, Ryan Young, and Proctor. 3 Frosh, a sophomore, and a grad student. McCain there with another rebound on the weak side. McCain's just a ball hawk for weak side rebounds, man. Oh, beautiful dish to Proctor, but way too strong. Stewart comes out with a really strong rebound, yes, and that's going to be the CFOS 3. This has to go down, and it does. It's a wide open 3. He finally gets one to go, and Duke is almost up 30. It's up 26 at the moment, actually. It's great ball movement. There's actually the chemistry is really good, even with this second unit. Forrest comes around the curl for a 3 and no good, and Proctor brings down that rebound as Duke's got another opportunity to continue pushing the lead out here. Young back to Proctor going left. Nice little pass to Young, and then it's a little two-man game. The assist is going to go to Ryan Young, and the points are going to go to Proctor. It feels backwards, but it goes down anyway. 9-0 run for Duke in the last 2 minutes. Ooh, and there goes the pup. Quinn Berger there. Oh, and this is going to be off Bucknell. No, that's off the leg, man. Come on. What a great extra little pass by Ryan Young. Bucknell over helping. Young realizes Tyrese is wide open. Oh, the scoreboard shows. No. Oh. Yeah, yeah. We're good. McCain again with another rebound. For being a short guard, man, he's everywhere. Oh, pass back to McCain. That's it. There's the step. Yes! Oh, baby. 31. Timeout. Duke 20-3 run. I mean, it's awesome when you see the plays developing, and then you see the young guys like hit it because it's wonderful. If you roll this thing back for a second, we've talked about how good McCain has been on the rebounding here. Bucknell is going to put up an errant shot. McCain is going to come and get this one, and then he's going to run for it. He's going to find CFOS down here at the bottom, and then at this point I said, McCain is open. CFOS finds him, and then it's just no hesitation. Step into it, bang. I mean, that's wonderful. It's so good. This is how you're supposed to play. At this stage, we know Bucknell is not that great of a team. Just you got to assert your dominance here and throw it down. Also, my thing is frozen. Why is it? Okay, restart. Just send it. Just send it, folks. So McCain over to Young. Young back to Foster. Blake's now in the game, actually, as Proctor goes to the bench, and Foster will get hit. Who are they going to give this to? 12. Burger. Not spelt like the tasty food. Oof. Foster's free throw. That doesn't look very good. TJ Power in the game now for Ryan Young. So, yeah, like I said earlier, I would love to see we just put the second unit out there. I think you can still win the game. And here we go. Like, it's all the freshmen as Cephas hits that one. It's all the freshmen and Blake's. And this is the lineup you want to see try to play like, you want to see can they extend the lead? The lead's currently 30, right? So let's mark it at the point they got in. It's currently 30, or does the lead come back in, come back in? Do they give Bucknell room here? Do they take their foot off the gas? I think that was Berger that hit a 3 there. Foster's 3 no good. McCain brings down yet another rebound and gives it to Blake's. Gives it back to Power, over to McCain. McCain is going to square up and shoot from the top of the key. Oh, and he's got another one. This kid is shooting from like 2 to 3 feet behind the line. Jesus. There's the answer off the offensive board. Not only does it come up with the offensive board on the possession, he also ends up getting the points on the possession. McCain having a phenomenal evening tonight. Bit of a breakdown defensively. I think McCain thought he was going to be able to steal it, but not quite. Bucknell now firmly in a bit of a zone. It's a bit of a 2-3. Great jump stop by Foster, and the putback by Sean Stewart. Look, as long as the lead doesn't decrease, it's a win. It's even if it did, it would still be fine. But especially when it doesn't, this is great for these guys. 11:30 to go. They're gonna get plenty of time. Yeah, you got a foul on Sean Stewart here. So let's take a quick look, because I was thinking that Phil Pasek was going to get the double-double. That doesn't seem to be true. I think it's McCain. Yeah. The rebounds. 8 rebounds. 8. 8 rebounds and 12 points. He's actually leading the team in rebounding with 7 defensive boards. It's fantastic. He's 4 of 6 from the field. Actually, Proctor's 5 of 7. I didn't realize that. And Mitchell 8 of 13, but Mitchell already got his. I think he's done for the rest of the night. Let's look at the team stats. They're really gone our way here. 27 of 48 for Duke, shooting 56%. Decent clip there. Free throw line, and whatever. 8 of 9, 5 of 6. Yeah, and Duke just really, really asserting itself on the boards. 32-14. That's plus 18 for those of us doing the quick math. And our three-point shooting percentage has actually gone up considerably. I think the second half is much better than the first. Okay, the stats just completely borked. That's about 35% in the first, yeah, and 66% from here in the second half. Duke is has made 10 out of 15 shots here in the second. Overall shooting percentage at 66%. 6 out of the 10 makes have been three-pointers, which is why the lead has really ballooned. And it's Duke here at 6 of 9. Chris with the Duke Nation, let's go. I mean, we are in firm control. The only question that remains is what's the final margin going to be? And if you're the betting type for Vegas, it was going to be 37.5 was where you're at. Now, with the second unit firmly in play, I don't know if we're going to go that far, but this is looking good. All right, just responding to like the rest of Duke Nation here. Everybody very worried about Flip, but we're fine. So, oh, somebody is saying that Bucknell very well known for a big NCAA tournament upset against Kansas. 2005 is when they beat three-seeded Kansas. So there you go. Chat had it right as usual. Oh, hi, buddy. Bucknell inbounding here. Down by 30 as the folks out of the floor. Mark Mitchell does come back in, and Stewart tries to go up to block, and he will get called for a foul. It was not clean. I think that is the correct call. That is a correctly called a foul. Hey! You must be hungry. But we'll eat after the game. There's 11 minutes left, bud. You want your Duke ball? I think I brought your Duke ball. Here it is. See? Duke basketball chew toy. That's it. Yeah, there you go. Go for it. One of two at the line for Bucknell. As Proctor finds Stewart, nice get out to Mitchell, who can't quite handle the pass, has to recover here. Roach back in the game, and then to Blakes, and now back to Roach. Roach at the top of the key, that's a slow spinner, and he comes up short. As what an effort! What an effort by Sean Stewart, actually, trying to go for the steal there. Ball out on Stewart, but still, fantastic effort. My high school one that I graduated had pancake dinner tonight. Pancakes for dinner. Interesting. I mean, I've never heard of like chicken and pancakes. Of course, I've had chicken and waffles. That's a very southern sort of like staple. Like, did you actually was it breakfast for dinner, or was it like trying to be like, chicken and waffles, but you actually ended up using pancakes? This is the question I want answered. And Hubbard in the game? Hubbard not quite in the game. Bucknell for 2. Mitchell. Gonna get this to Stewart. Stewart should be able to lay this in. Too strong. He rushed it, I thought. He got around his man and then wasn't sure if there was a foul going to be called or not, and just kind of put it up, I guess, assuming a foul. Ooh, extra pass for Bucknell. And Duke dodges a bullet because that was a wide open 3 that they just missed. Yes, breakfast and sausage just at the nighttime. So it was breakfast for dinner. Great find inside to Blakes. Has to reverse the ball out to Roach, then to Proctor. And 15 seconds here for Duke. Get it to Blakes up top. Extra pass there to Roach. Blakes just doesn't want to shoot. That's kind of odd. We got to travel. Yeah. I don't know why Blakes doesn't want to shoot that. Gotta get a bit more confidence, kid. Shoot the ball, man. Come on. He's hit 3s so far like this season. I don't know what he's waiting for. Unless somebody like on the coaching staff was just like, you will not shoot it. But I don't know if that's the truth. Duke shooting at a 54% clip. Oh, that's a foul on Proctor. That'll be his 3rd. Well, everybody, thanks for tuning in tonight. I realize it's a bit of a blowout. It was actually pretty close of a game early. Bucknell right at around the, what does it say, the 4-minute mark of the first half, had the game to within 4 points, and Filipowski down with supposed injury. Now, Filipowski came back, started the second half. He's been on the bench for a good chunk here. Of course, we don't really need him, so it's not really worth, like, just sit him at this point. I think my theory about, just trying to test the ankle, trying to see if he could go, there were any limitations was probably what they were trying to do. It doesn't seem like there were any limitations, though. He seemed fine with it, and he even shot 2 free throws perfectly okay. But at this point, I don't think you really need him in the game, as chat was saying. So just hold him out and call it good. But I do think Filipowski's ankle is probably going to be okay. He could even skip the next 2 games and we'd still be fine. Ryan Young should just back his man down and take this. Take it in, big man. Oh, he's trying to make a nice play there with the assist to McCain. That shot is too long, though. It was the right play. Just didn't hit the open 3. And here's Bosco trying to make a crazy shot, and it gets stuck underneath the backboard. Duke out in transition, should pass. No, Roach is going to try to take it himself, and he will be fouled. Could have had an open pass there to Mitchell too. Would have been just fine. Just misses it, yeah. You know, I bet if he passes that off to Mark Mitchell, he doesn't find himself in the front row next to the camera. Hi. Come here. There you go, bud. Roach makes 1 of 2 at the line. Proctor with his hair out plays better, in my opinion. Proctor's got the yeah. He's got the flow going. And Roach, only 1 of 2. Mitchell tries to go with a putback, but will be called for an over-the-back reach. As Roach has 9 points. We have 4 Blue Devils in double figures. Mark Mitchell with the big stat line with 20. Filipowski with 10. Jared McCain with 12. And Proctor with 13. Roach knocking on the door there. Gets subbed out briefly, though, as we get Foster and TJ Power back in the game. McCain, Proctor, and Young are the other 3, and Bosco, once again, has to give it up as he has no points so far tonight. And that 3-pointer by Bucknell is good. And here's Proctor looking for an option here as 3 Bucknell Bison collapse. Ryan Young should have gotten it out to Power more quickly, but he will actually get it to Cephas on the opposite side. And Caleb Foster now has 7 after he hits that one. So bit of return to form. The other night wasn't a fluke. This kid can shoot it. Here's Forrest with a runner, and Ryan Young comes down with that board. McCain now bringing it up the floor. It's McCain and Proctor playing point guard here, and Proctor just kind of steps right into a 3. It was a quick shot. I mean, at this point, you can just kill clock. I don't know if you need the quick shots, but I mean, I think he felt in rhythm. He could take it, so it is what it is. 7:20 to go here in the game. We have not taken the under 8 timeout. That'll be the next whistle. Bosco going to try to shoot for 3. That looks good. Yes, actually. Bosco's first bucket of the night. Oh, it's actually it's a 2. Okay. So we got 77-51 as it's a 36-point game at the moment. TJ Power for 3. Ooh, asking questions but can't quite answer. And Ryan Young smashes a laptop there in the by the press. And we've hit the timeout. That name almost sounds like a hot sauce brand name. There's some points here that I missed from Ado. There, 51-77. So remember, we said it was 30 points was the differential when we had the second team like the full real second team lineup come in, and it's now 36 points. So the lead, no, it's 20. Sorry, it's 26 points. So the leads come in a little bit, but still, I think it's probably fine. I just wish TJ had hit that three, that corner three. It was set up for him really nicely. One more TV timeout after 4, and then we will wrap this thing up here. Of course, Duke has had this thing wrapped up for the better part of a half. Going on a big run there at the end of the first to really kind of clamp down on the lead. Put an exclamation point on this thing. That is what we need. We need a big Duke dunk. We need a big Duke dunk that'll serve as the exclamation point of the game. Hey, buddy. What do you say, bud? How do you think they played? Woof? You good? Nothing? Nothing? All right, here we go. Duke rebounding margin. Interesting stat. Yeah, we were minus 12 against Arizona. We got killed. Plus 2 against Michigan State. Plus 17 against Bucknell. And actually, again, the player with the most rebounds on the team, Jared McCain with 8. The little guy, the guard. Dude's got like a radar, man, to find the rebounds. It's impressive. McCain stays into the game. Who else we got? We got Stewart. We got CFOS. We got TJ. And we got Blake's. So we got the full second lineup here. Forrest coming around the curl for 3. That's no good. Foster comes down with a nice rebound. Fighting against it for Bucknell. Yeah, Jared McCain with 9 rebounds so far. Actually, I thought it was 8, but I guess it's 9. So there you go. TJ Power going to shoot for 3. Not quite. That one's also off the mark, so he can't quite find the range tonight. His team definitely is seeming to kind of try to feed him to kind of get him going, though. And we got another rebound here for McCain. Yes, that should be 10. That should be the double-double, the first such one for the freshman. I actually think this is the first double-double for any Duke player in the first 4 games of the season. I'm pretty sure nobody has gotten a double-double yet. It's either because I don't think anybody's had more than 10 or more rebounds. Duke's inbound from underneath here. 5:57. McCain just finds himself wide open. And he's got 15. We did ask, remember, like, okay, what other, is Mitchell going to go for 30 or some other Blue Devil going to come up and, like, put up 15? And looks like McCain's it. McCain is the guy tonight. Oh, beautiful interception by Stewart. And up ahead, CFOS. CFOS! Oh, yes. Okay, no dunk. Duke by 31 at the moment, and another Bucknell timeout. No, they only have 1 left. It's a 31-point deficit, ESPN. You can't do math. It just said it was a 41-point deficit. No, it's 31. It's a foul on Stewart here and the bump. Actually, a very cheap foul. I don't agree with this at all. Hi, bud. Well, be thankful we're not starting at 8 o'clock like Carolina. That's going to be a late one for them. Now we just get to chill, relax. I get to go have dinner. Very excited. Just over 5 minutes remaining here as Addo is at the free throw line and he makes the first. This is a 1-1. Uno y uno. And he misses the second, and the rebound falls right into Caleb Foster's lap. So another one for him. Up ahead to Stewart. Is he going to go straight up to the basket? He's going to go for the turnaround, and it's an and one. A doe call for the foul there. It's John Stewart. Nice move. Ow. I thought that Stewart, well, maybe the pass was a little long, or Stewart overran it a bunch. I kind of wanted that pass just to like Stewart to catch and go straight up with the dunk for it. The free throw no good. And Stewart, that's a stupid foul. That's his fourth. I don't know how he thought he could get away with that. He was literally mugging the dude. Ooh. The 1-on-1 here by the Bison. It goes to Brandon McCreesh, and he makes the first. McCreesh! The cartoon pictures on your page are amazing for each game. Chris, thank you. I like that. I'm actually really glad somebody finally pointed that out. So there's a story behind them, obviously, because I am not an artist, although I do consider myself decently creative at times. But I have these thoughts of what I want them to be, but obviously I can't draw them or I'm not a graphic designer either. So with the advent here of the Gen AI movement, I have been using OpenAI and DALL-E. I've been using DALL-E to generate the scenes, either in part or in whole. It's a beautiful steal here by Blake's, actually, and what a save as that one goes to power. And on the other side, oh, that would have brought the house down. Foster can't quite hit, though. So, yeah, I've been using the Gen AI to come up with them, and I've been having a lot of fun. I actually, you end up, putting in, very bizarre prompts. If you ever told it, to a human, they would be like, what are you doing? The prompt being a blue devil in a cowboy theme riding a horse wrangling a bison. They'd be like, what the hell is that for? But the AI doesn't care. It just spits out very interesting pictures, and then we get to modify them slightly and get to do some work on them. But yeah, this one, it did a really good job with this one. The Michigan State one was also really good. It came up with a Michigan, a gladiator dressed as the Michigan State Spartan that was spot on. It could not come up with a really good Blue Devil for that one, so I had to bring in a Blue Devil on my own. But the Michigan State version, the way it came up with the Michigan State guy was so good. I'm just really impressed. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it throughout the season, just coming up with crazy ideas of what to do. We'll have to see what we do with Carolina. I'll have to think of a really good one for Carolina, I don't know, a pile of sheep or something. Or a sheep, a Tar Heel sheep, ram on on a giant spit, like one of the ones that like didn't know, like a pig when you do a pig roast, but with the Tar Heel ram instead. Like maybe we could do like something like that, and we'll see. We just gotta like get creative in the imagination. I love it. I think it's been so much fun. I've always wanted to do like really complicated, like really fun scenes like that, but like never had the ability to. But now we can. So yeah. Like for other ones like NC State, I've been thinking like the NC State like they have a female wolf. And I've been thinking like I don't know like making her like a little Red Riding Hood or something, and like maybe the Blue Devil dressed as the big bad wolf, and it's like it kind of plays like a role reversal. We'll see what the AI comes up with. I don't know if that would even work. Like in some kind of forest or something. Um, I'll have to see. Like, there's probably some like really other create like there's tons of creative ones you can do with the mascots. The hardest ones are the ones that are the mascots that are like the Dartmouth one was really hard. That one like didn't Dartmouth doesn't really have a mascot, so it's like hard to do that one. Um, the Florida State Seminole is going to be really hard because like you have to be like careful like what the AI does for that one. Uh, but there might be a way to like do it really cool. Actually, no, actually, there's probably a really good way to do that. That's the Seminole one. I feel like you could have a scene with like a Seminole warrior on the horse, like looking like really badass, like looking really cool, and then the Blue Devil has like their trident, and it's like they're sparring or something. We might be able to do that for Florida State. That'd be respectable. I feel like that would be okay, and that'd be like respectful. Uh, so maybe we try something like that for Florida State. Yeah. And if anybody has good ideas, well, I'm more than happy to try for certain teams. If any has ideas for teams, obviously they can't be like overly violent or anything. The AI actually has like safeguards to like prevent that, which is I think is great. But yeah, if anybody has ideas, we can throw them in and see what happens and and see what come out with it. Hubbard, we got the walk-ons in right now, and Spencer Hubbard has a big rebound there. Nicely done. He's calling for a high screen for Stewart, actually. And this is Begovic, I believe, is also in. Yes. Oh, Jalen Blake's high off glass as he got 2 points there. Duke with 88. So right now it's at 34. It's like kind of funny how these games, like the line is 37.5. It's right now a 34-point game. It's really funny how it's like gets so close here at the end, like to what Vegas predicted. It's a nice rebound by Begovic. Blake's just kind of dribbling the air out of the ball for a second here. 2:27 to go. Blake's, intercepted as it goes back to Bucknell. And Williamson, can't connect. Begovic down with another rebound. Hubbard out running. TJ trying to back down his man. No, gets it outside. Is it three? Oh, three by Begovic. No good. Oh, but Duke comes up with the offensive board. I think Hubbard wants a screen there. No. 2 minutes to go, and we got 12 seconds to shoot. Power, is he going to feed the post here? No, he's going to give it back to Hubbard. 7 seconds. Blaze has to make it happen. 5. Back to Hubbard. Too much dribbling. Shire tells him to go. 2 seconds. Puts it up. Hubbard up. Ooh, off the front iron. Stewart tries to get the rebound. Yeah, I think they kind of got lost in the shot clock there. It's not a full reset. It's only 20 seconds off the offensive board. Instead of, it used to be back in the day, it used to be like 24, right? They cut that down. Oh, we had a man open, actually. And it's going to be a foul. It's going to be an and one. Count the bucket. Pretty sure that was TJ. Count the bucket for McCreesh. Whoops. Brandon McCreesh. Actually, it's like reverse the C's. There. And comes up short on the free throw. 72 seconds. Guys, I think Duke's going to win, guys and gals. I think Duke is going to win tonight. All in all, very nice game. Very composed. Ooh, Power trying to do a little jump step there, and he'll go to the free throw line, get rewarded for his trouble, but he can't connect on the shot. Anyway, very, very composed game. We had a bit of a scare there with Filipowski. Obviously, he looks fine. So everything good there. You know, Mark Mitchell probably ends up being the player of the game, although Jared McCain probably made a strong run for it too. I'd probably I actually might, I'm going to give Jared McCain player of the game tonight for his first double-double as a Duke Blue Devil. 17 points, 10 rebounds is going to be his ending stat line as Power comes up with both of those. And yes, 10 rebounds and 17 points for Jared McCain on 5 of 8 shooting and 5 of 7 from beyond the arc. He basically, I think Foster kind of lit a bit of a fire under him. He saw Foster go 7 of 8 with all those threes the other night. He says, I can do that too. He comes back in this one and does very, very well. This is by far his best game. And just looking through some of the other box scores. He had 8 against Dartmouth. He had 9 against Arizona. He had no points against Michigan State. But then 17 tonight. Player of the game, Jared McCain. Spencer Hubbard in and out. That was so close. 90-58 might be the final. No, that's going to be an offensive foul. Oh, that's a block. Spencer Hubbard got robbed, man. That'll be a double bonus. Although other stand-up performances, obviously we said Mitchell with 20, Filipowski had 10, Tyrese Proctor had 13, Roach had 9, and Foster also had 9. So you had 4 Blue Devils squarely in the double figures, 2 other ones basically knocking in the door. You had potentially 6 Blue Devils in double figures tonight. Very nice. There is McCreesh at the free throw line here. Gets points 5 and 6, or unless he shanks this, and he does not. So 90-60, as the Blue Devils have successfully wrangled the Bison here tonight, and we are doing good. 3-1 here on the young season, as we wrap it up for tonight. Tuesday is going to be our next game. Duke overall here ends up shooting a very nice 49% from the field. It's a little lower than what it was throughout the majority of the game. Basically 38% from 3 on 13 of 34 shooting, 13 of 16 free throws, and 23 assists on 32 made buckets at a 66% assist to make ratio there. And what's also very nice here is turnovers. 0 turnovers for Tyrese Proctor. He had 4 assists. It's another clean sheet for Proctor, as Roach actually had 2. So that's quite nice. That's quite nice to see. So, fantastic here. Great way to start the weekend. Great way to wind it down here on a Friday, or maybe start it up, either way. But I think that's going to be it for myself. I'm going to go have some dinner. I hope everybody else has a great and restful and safe weekend. We will see you all on Tuesday before Thanksgiving for the game against LaSalle. And until then, good night. Have a safe weekend. And as